Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. In the last episode, Kaito and Frau were cutting it down to the wire as the police on Tanegashima Island managed to track down the abandoned hotel in search of Frau Kajiro, right as Kaito was attempting to use the slow-mo condition in order to deal with Takasob. Now unfortunately the first attempt failed somewhat, so Kaito had to do the unthinkable and trigger a second attack right after the first one. But that proved to be a saving grace, and because Takasob has finally been dealt with, not only has the Reach robots been, series robots been dealt with, but Frau has been saved, and that's what matters. But even though one of the Committee of 300's nefarious plots has been thwarted, they still have many more unfolding as we speak. But, with slightly different concerns now, such as, interacting with, Sister Centipede again. Everyone knows that Gumbuild 2 is a giant robot. An achievement just popped up on my screen. Beep beep boo. Why does that seem so familiar? Never mind. Regardless, let us press on. Alright, the time has finally come to keep moving forward. Let's go. On to Phase 8. Thermosphere Sensor. I'll show you a dream. Location unknown. Everything is unknown.
待ち焦がれているんです。
So now we're seeing things from Airi's perspective.
寒々とした空を凍えるような風を舞い落ちては溶けていく白い粉雪を待ち焦がれているんです。それが私の夢。ただ雪が降るだけじゃダメだったりします。雪ならここでも降ることはあるから。その雪は特別にはなりましたけど、特別の中の特別ではないんです。もっと奇跡みたいな特別がいいんです。そう、例えばクリスマスイブに降る白い粉雪。その日に降るだけで雪はとてもロマンチックなものに変わるでしょ。単なる暦の区切りでしかないっていう人もいます。でも私は日付って大切だと思ってるんですよ。ずっと昔から人は一日の営みに意味を持たせてきたんです。一日一日に意味を。そして365日のうちの何日かをさらに特別な意味を持つ日に設定したんです。その日を迎えることを喜べるように、お祝いできるように、大切な思い出にできるように。今 年のその日まで頑張ろうって思えるんです。来年のその日まで頑張ろうって思えるんです。私の体は今にもすり減りそうで、いっそのこと消えたいと思っています。でもクリスマスイブまでは頑張ろうって思うんです。私が自分の誕生日よりも大好きな一日。特にホワイトクリスマスイブともなれば、雪がめったに降らない地域では本当に奇跡みたいなことで、私はその奇跡を信じて毎年1週間も前から天気予報を1時間ごとにチェックするようにしています。天気予報さん、天気予報さん、今年の12月24日に雪は降りますか？その日を1年の中でも特別の中の特別にしてもらえませんか？待ち焦がれているんです。寒々とした空を、凍えるような風を、舞い落ちては溶けていく白い粉雪を。
How very sentimental for an artificial intelligence. And yet I get the feeling that there are still things about herself that Airi isn't telling us. But we're back with Kaito. And it is the 11th of December, final month of 2019. Even with finals finished, the classroom is filled with a tense energy. And speaking of classrooms, the all-important task, checking the chore list. Today's chores are done by Takahashi and Taguchi. Geotag number 29. And we have some notifications to deal with. Especially one from the rejuvenated Falcon-Jiro. Wow, this year's Winter Komima has a lot more people from the Gun Barrel fandom than I expected. I thought it would be a lot less, but now I'm actually thinking about going. It wasn't a dead series after all. Even following that leaked footage and the rumors surrounding your mother, there are more people who gave a damn about Gun Barrel than you had anticipated. Wow. You gone before? I heard that it's a no newcomers allowed sort of event. Is that true? Definitely. Falcon-Jiro Factory will not have a new issue. I mean, that happened and I wasn't planning to participate. To be honest, keeping Konamima running despite Tokyo being in total chaos is crazy, but it's in a good way. Still selling analog thinbooks. Yeah, you must be feeling better. Finished testing. Last test of my high school career, I think. I bet the results are going to be bad. Give you a head up there, Juna. Sorry about that, just had to take care of something. Yeah, that sounds like the Like a very Kaito response. Since it's our last test, I wish we'd done better. Indeed. And speaking of testing, and school, and she's complaining once again. Damn it, testing period ended, and it's back to the regular schedule. Goodbye, paradise. Let's deal with it, Michi. Even in Tanegashima, it's cold in the winter. I thought it would be the same as Okinawa, and would be like summer. Though if you think about it, we are 500 kilometers away from Okinawa, so it's natural that it's a different temperature. I think you might have to go to the Pacific in order to, or further south of the Pacific to get a, for it to be summer and not winter. But I digress. Anyway, in Taboo News, the governor announces that service robot safety has been confirmed. Number of congressmen saying we should lower the amount of service robots has decreased. Seems like it's going to end with nothing changing. Usually how it goes. Even if a bill for service robots were brought up, it would probably take over a year to get it cleared. By then the expo would have passed, so it wouldn't matter. They've added more to prepare for next year's expo, so it isn't realistic to get rid of them at this time, even after what just happened, which people have now probably kind of forgotten about. So they're going to leave over 10 million people in danger while the expo is going on. Pretty bad. I don't think there will be any more storms coming. 15 and 19 were said to be the worst, but we got past that. The sun should be calming down moving forward. Fortunately, the Kimijima reports say otherwise. I heard somewhere you should be careful for solar storms in 2020. Right on the money there. To get rid of service robot side must be people who lost their jobs to robots anyway. It's unjustified resentment based on misunderstanding. Well, at least Akio will be happy the expo is still going forward. I saw with my own eyes robots marching towards Kasumi Gasaki when the blackout hit. Since then I'm afraid of robots. It scares me seeing them walking around the city. Looks like not everyone is choosing to gloss over this issue. I don't care about the locals fearing robots, but will there be more people from overseas visiting when the expo is here? What are they going to do when the robots attack people? It could turn into an international issue. Too true. And nothing publicity. Guys, finals are over, aren't they? It's the end of the road. Time to celebrate by playing War Kill Ballad. So why do you all look like you're getting ready for war? I mean, exams are done. Yet so many of my classmates are still face first in their textbooks. Look, I know I'm not an idiot. Yeah, look, I know. I'm not an idiot. I know exactly why they all look so desperate. I've done my best to pretend not to notice, but it's already the end of the year. Next month is the Kagoshima Uni entrance exam. Almost half of our school students will be doing battle with that beast. Apparently they're all going to be checking into a hotel a few days earlier and studying together. Who knows, some of them might actually make it and get in. The tense energy surrounding them is currently enveloping the classroom. People who've already gotten accepted, those getting a job, and those going to specialized schools all understand. They know how tough it is for the exam takers, so they stayed quiet. As for me, I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do. I realize that's nothing to be proud of, mean, I am in the Robotics Club after all. But seeing everyone else work really hard in anticipation of their entrance exams leaves me feeling kind of pressured. You've changed, Kaito, yet again. And Akiho is upset about something. Akiho lightly strikes the side of her Pokemon with an upset expression. A second later, she came over to tell me that Visa Day will be on the news soon. I guess she wanted to show me a live stream of the conference or something. This should make for interesting viewing. And Juno's with us.
なんか調子悪いな。ちゃんと映らないよ。
Unfortunately, it looks like the solar storm damage is still affecting the Pokecoms.
太陽嵐のせいじゃないかな。
Very much so, Juna.
あれのせいでポケコンも不具合とか出てるんだって。
Juna's been coming over to our classroom to hang out during breaks these days. It's very nice as a member of the Robotics Club. Not with any particular objective in mind. She kind of wanders in, chats, then disappears. Part of it might be because the Juna bodyguard squad is studying for their entrance exams. Juna is going straight into the workforce. I heard she got hired at Space Candy, so even after what happened with Gunbuild 1, Sumio is still banking all of his money on Juna. Good for you. Well, I remember her telling me that the president was kind of hard to deal with. Funny how things turn out.
そういえば、コナちゃんも PC が何台か壊れたとか言ってぼやいてたな。太陽嵐死ねとも言ってた。
Silver lining, I'm pretty sure that she's on board with helping with the programming for Gunbuild 2 right now. As for her PCs,
かなり大
commiserations.
規模だったもんね。
Yeah, and they're very expensive.
ISS は落ちちゃったし、中国で今大規模な黄砂が起きてるでしょ。あれもね、太陽嵐のせいかもって言われてるんだよ。
Looks like Juna is still into her urban legends, and seeing her expression and posture there, she is definitely Fujita's granddaughter. There is no doubt about that family resemblance. She very much has suddenly transformed into the next of Fujita. Juna suddenly looks a lot more alive as she delves into urban legends, though it's unclear if they're still just that, her favorite topic of discussion.
その黄砂ね、観測史上最大規模なんだって。水原さんがそう言ってた。
Everyone needs a hobby, Kaito. You've got Kill Ballad, Juna has urban legends. That's how it goes. That's the dandy meteorologist that appears on weather forecasts all the time. He's big with housewives.
対岸の火事じゃなくてね、日本にもその砂どんどん飛んできてるみたい。
Yeah, I would definitely classify that under environmental issue.
関東地方だとこの2週間くらい日照時間がすごく減ってるっていうデータもあって。
Normally that would be attributed to season changes, but oh yeah, season changes, but however.
全部太陽嵐のせいってことだね。許せん。
It's this very moment that I realized that Akiho and Frau were on the same level. It's only a matter of time before she starts assigning an actual personality to the solar storm.
もしかしてIRUOが最近メンテばっかりなのもあいつのせい？
Looks like she's beaten you to the punch, Kaito. And there you have it. The storm is now a she. That literally took 14 seconds.
太陽嵐が原因の不具合はね、優勝で修理するしかないって私言われちゃった。
That's unfortunate.
または新品買うかどっちか。ただで交換してくれればいいのに。
Unfortunately, we're not gonna get any freebies on that account.
こんな東京から遠く離れた島でも不具合出る人間がいるわけでしょ。だったら東京なんて何百万人レベルで交換が必要になるよ、きっと。
They're still dealing with those issues too.
それ全部タダで交換してたらきっとポケコンキャリアはどこも潰れるね。
Probably.
確かに。
That's just how it is.
でもうち修理代なんて払えないよ。
Just have to deal with it, I'm
お年
afraid.
玉とお
Akio.
小遣い来年の分まで全部前借りしちゃったんだもん。
Indeed. All for Gunbuild 1. But, I'm afraid that rope has, burned itself out.
その割には毎日のようにスコール買って飲んでない。
お情けで1日150円だけはもらってるんだよ。
At least Kenichiro still gives you some money.
いや、もらいすぎでしょ。実質月に4000円以上小遣いあるってことじゃないか。アキちゃんずるすぎ。
Now Kaito's the jealous one.
ヤシオくん落ち着いて。1日1本スコールを飲む習慣だけは誰にも止められないのさ。
You say that with such a bold face.
あ、そう。
Keys. I always forget that she's the daughter of the chief of TNFC. She's so spoiled. Akio clearly has no idea what I'm thinking as she dejectedly looks at her Pokemon.
しばらく調子悪い状態で使ってくしかないかな。
Indeed.
カイは不具合出てる？
俺は先月中に修理したよ。
Oh, lucky for you.
なんでその時うちも誘ってくれなかったの？
誘ったよ。でもロボ2号機のパーツ作りで忙しいからって断ったじゃん。
Unfortunate.
そうだっけ。これもきっと太陽嵐のせいだな。
Soulstorm might be responsible for a lot of things, but you can't blame it for everything. Well, I say that.
それより会見始まっちゃう。カイのポケコンで見せてよ。
It is very important, so why not?
ミソネが出るって何の会見？
夏ぐらいに少し話題になってたでしょ。ハグの暴走事故。
Yeah, EBSCO is still dealing with that situation. Looks like. I do remember that. I recall Mizune being surrounded by reporters and getting pummeled with hard questions.
それの裁判が今日からなんだって。
Gotcha. This might be worth checking out. Open up the Nico Nico livestream page, just as Akio instructed.
それとは全く無関係です。関連付けて話すことは大きな誤解を生じるのでやめていただきたい。
There's Sawada starting things off.
弊社のハグはラボラトリーインダストリとは異なり、 クラウド OS は使用していません。また、いわゆる15年クラッシュの教訓を踏まえ、太陽嵐による電磁波対策は万全です。事実、先月の太陽嵐到達においては、弊社のハグは一台たりとも不具合を起こしていません。
And yet, there have been tragic accidents with those same HUGs.
そもそも、クラウド OS については、セキュリティの脆弱性をクリアできない限り、導入しないというのが弊社の方針です。
では、夏に発生したハグの暴走事故は何が原因だとお考えですか？
それについては裁判中ですのでコメントは差し控えさせていただく。
Confidential.
なんだ、お姉ちゃん出てないね。
Just like that, Akio's lost all interest. I guess our president doesn't much care about where her system works. But that this high-profile case might have long-lasting implications on society. Well, the fact that Sawada is fronting for Misaki on the PR front is definitely intriguing. But then again, I understand why her head is filled with Mizune. Last month's storm hit Kanto hard. Its infrastructure hasn't fully recovered and there were fatalities. Amidst all of that, Akio still hasn't been able to get in touch with Mizune. Spoiler warning, your sister is perfectly fine. She's been endlessly worried this whole time. Couldn't she at least call us to let us know she's okay during emergencies like this? You do remember who you're talking about, right, Kaito? She barely appears on TV anymore. I've been passing the baton off to Akio, but maybe I should try getting in touch with her too. Will she ever pick up? That is the question. There's the sound of the door
ヤシオ
opening.
くん、瀬宮さん。
And it looks like Kaito and Akio are being called for. Out comes Kobayashi, our home teacher. She calls for Akio and me. She also doesn't sound particularly pleased.
あなたたち、
It's ominous.
今日は放課後残りなさい。進路指導するから。
Career counseling, huh? Oh god.
でも部活が。
部活がじゃありません。あなたたち、自分の置かれた状況が分かってるの？未だに進路決まってないの。あなたたち2人だけなのよ。とにかく今日は残ること。いいわね。
Well, that happened. Just like that, she's gone. Did she really have to yell across the classroom? That felt like a whole lot like a public execution. And of course, the students who've already decided on their career paths are looking over at us and grinning. Oh, don't celebrate just yet, because life will teach you that career paths don't often always go the way that you plan or hoped they will. Take it from someone who's been there.
今日の小バセン、いつもの倍切れてたね。
Indeed she was. Kobasen is a homeroom teacher's nickname, short for Kobayashi Sensei.
また教頭先生が暗躍してるのかも。
Maybe. Or maybe they're just upset with you two. Akio's got a head for conspiracy theories like I do, albeit at a much smaller scale.
いうか2人がまだ進路決めてない方がびっくりしちゃった。
Well, things have gotten pretty busy these last few months.
俺もアキちゃんもそれくらいどうしようもないダメ人間ってことさ。
でも負けるもんか。
Akio confident as always.
疾風怒涛の元気一発頑張れるジャキーン。
ゼノミア、うるせえぞ。
勉強の邪魔。ごめん。
Akio gets all mopey after being chewed out by her classmates. There's no point in freaking out now, indeed. We just gotta accept things as they come. I'm sure some people would refer to that as escaping from reality. But confront reality we must. So what am I doing instead of prepping for exams or job hunting? The answer to that question lies in the next episode, so when we return, adventurers, looks like there's another storm approaching. As always, until next we meet.